Hi there, I'm Paul, and in this video I will show you how to rig the wheel and how to make it react with the ground, just like in this animation. Let's go! Okay, here in Blender I have a ready wheel. I actually used it in one of my recent concepts. Just check it out on my website or on my Instagram. The first thing I will do is I will move the wheel on the Z-axis. And here I will set it just right on top of our X-axis. Next, I will add empty. Shift-A, empty plane axis. And here the position of the empty actually matters. And what I mean by that is that the origin point of the empty will react with the ground. So it needs to be right at the bottom of the wheel. I'm not worried about thread because usually it sinks slightly in the sand or ground or whatever. Next thing, I will have to parent the wheel with our empty. So let's select the wheel, shift, select the empty, and press Ctrl P. Now, from that menu, usually I would select object, but sometimes you may get weird transformations. So I will choose object, keep transform. I will do the same with brake discs. Select brake disc, shift, empty, Ctrl P, and object keep transform. Now when we move the empty, the wheel moves with empty. Okay, but what to do to make the wheel spin? It's actually pretty simple. We need the wheel to spin on the Y-axis. Okay? So every time we move the empty, the wheel should spin. So if you select the wheel and right hand side menu, right click on the rotation Y-axis, and by the way, if you can't see that menu, you might need to press N and it will pop up. Okay, again, in the rotation section we need to right click on the Y-axis and click on the add driver. Here we need to change the expression, and what we need is 1 times VAR, and also we need to select our target object, which in our case is the empty. So if you take a look now, if you grab the empty and move it on the X-axis, the wheel is spinning. There we go. Very nice. Depending on your wheel diameter, you may need to slightly adjust the driver expression. If you take a closer look here, if I move it on the X, the wheel is slightly sliding, just ever so slightly. It's not spinning as it should be. So if I edit the driver, right click, edit driver, and I will change the expression to 1.1 times VAR. Now it should work slightly better. Yes, much better. Okay, let's do the same for the brake discs. So select brake disc, right click in the rotation section on the Y-axis, add driver, expression again 1.1 times VAR, and object target empty. Now when we move the empty, the brake disc is spinning as well. Okay, so if we add a landscape, it's not reacting with the ground. So to make it spin right on top of the ground, we need to add a constraint. If you select the empty and on the right hand side in the constraint tab, click add constraint, and there should be a Shrinkwrap constraint. Click it Now we need to set the ground as the target, and the mode, we should change it to project. And now with empty selected, if you move it on the x-axis, the wheel is now reacting with the ground. How cool is that? And that will be it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.